Good morning. So I'm not doing a live stream today. I decided to do pre-recording just because I'm going to talk a little bit about Cambigo, and then I'm also going to talk a little bit about my experiences with AI, but I'm going to put that in another video. So I'm doing it all together and then I'll split it up later. So first, Cambigo, which is the application I'm developing to help you build workflows and basically track processes and make advances. I had to do a little extra work. So I have the basics out there for an interface to be able to build the workflow, see it in a diagram, and then also view it in a table view and be able to reorder things. I had to get things together in order to build it, to push it out to cambigo.com. And in the process, I've broken a few things, but I'm working on that the next couple days to get things cleaned up and working again in the interface. You are able to request, there's an email address at the bottom of the page. I don't think you can see it on here, but at the bottom of this web page, cambigo.com. If you go there, you can email and request an account, and I can send you an invitation and you can log in and play around with the interface. Again, it's just a preview of some of the core aspects of the application, and that is working with the steps, the diagram, way more to go into it behind the scenes and as far as features and things like that. But this is like one of the core things that has to be right. So I am working on settling that and getting it well tested so that as things develop in the application, I can always execute those tests and make sure that we're not going backwards anywhere in the interface and break anything that's unknown. But you can go out there and log in. I'm going to at some point this week probably create a free account that will be available, and you can just go register for a free account and that'll let you work with the interface. And then as I build features into it, the collaborative kinds of things, being able to work with other people in the same account, saving your workflows online and that kind of thing, I expect to make that a part of the paid accounts. And then that way, if you just want the free account, you can build a workflow, save it to your computer, upload it later again into the application if you want to work with it and save it. That way it's not saved out on the internet. That really doesn't cost a whole lot to do. So I think that that would be okay to stay as a free account. And then all of the extra features that would require, like that synchronization between if you have 5 people working on a process together, that would allow the infrastructure to exist that pulls those, sends the information to everybody at the same time. That would actually cost me to do, so it's not something that I could do for free. So I'm working on the website itself. I did a little bit of work yesterday, and then today I'm going to work on that as well to get the public side of the website out there, talk about the features, get the free account set up and that kind of thing. So you may go and see that links don't work and the buttons don't work, and that I know that that's something that I'm working on. The sign in does work. So right now I have the option where when you set up an account, you can either use an email address, which means you can do an email and a password, or if you have a GitHub account, which is free if you want to do that too. Once you set that up, you can use GitHub to log in, so it would actually pass through that account to get access. And you can also do it through LinkedIn as well. So now that I'm logged in, I have the build a workflow button at the top. I can go in. These are some of the things that are broken at the moment, but I have the graph view and the table view. I'm going to import an existing workflow that I have. This is a longer workflow. It does build in the graph as expected. Right now I cannot edit on the graph, but it automatically lays out your steps so you don't have to worry about building the diagram yourself. That means if you're not someone that enjoys that part of it, figuring out how to lay things out and get it organized, it will do that for you. So as you build it, in the table view, or you can drag nodes here to create nodes. It will start doing the layout for you as you go. I kind of have to figure out how to do it so that it can either do it as an automatic layout, or for people that want to do it themselves, allow them to do it as well. But for now, it's all automatic. You can move items in the list. You can move headings where you need to. You can add new nodes. You can add those new headings as well. There's different types of headings. That's just where I've made it. We're about 3 weeks in now on development, just me doing the work. So I'm happy with where we are. You can export. So I just imported a previous workflow that I've worked with. I can go and click export. That'll let me save it, for all of the changes that I've made. Then I can pull that in later, or I can put a reset in here so that you can start over, and it basically clears out everything. And then that way you can start with a fresh workflow to build a new one and then export it as well. And you can pull it in. I'm going to move these buttons into a menu to take up less space. I just haven't done it yet. So depending on when you come in to work with it, you may see the buttons or you may see a menu that has been created. You can change the name of your workflow here. And since I'm having to type with one hand, doing anything elaborate, but then when you do your export, it will actually be named with that. Log out. Then we go back to the sign in and sign up buttons. So once again, for Cambigo, I'm going to set up the sign up. If you want access now, you can always send me an email. The email's at the bottom of the website. If you pay attention, I will at some point have the accounts out, the free account that you can sign up for. And then you can actually just do the sign up and start with an account. Just keep in mind, it is work in progress. Things are broken. That's known. I'm looking for feedback on how using it works for you. And then as I get things more advanced, we'll get into more details on things that might not work quite right, and that kind of thing. So that's the update. So far, progress is going well. I did have to do some rewrites of some important aspects of the application, and I'll talk about that in the next part. So thanks for watching.